There's this big debate in Christianity about how much authority or what types of positions that women can have. In the traditional churches, there's this debate about can a woman be a priest? And in some denominations they are. Can a woman be a bishop? And in some denominations they are. Not in the Catholic system, they're not at this point. In the part of the body of Christ that has come to believe we have apostles, there's a similar debate. Can a woman be an apostle? And of course, when you look in the Bible and you look at the 12 apostles, there's no women there. There doesn't seem to be any women elsewhere, but there's this one kind of half possibility. In the end of the letter to Romans, Paul mentions this Junius or Junia and Andronicus, who are among the apostles. There's a textual variation on the name Junia. In some really, really old manuscripts, it's Junia, which is a female name. And in other old manuscripts, it's Junius, which is a male name. So some people say it was a male apostle, but when they were copying, they just accidentally left off the S. And other people have said, oh no, it was a female apostle and they didn't want there to be a female apostle. So when they were copying, they added on the S. We don't know. Every now and then in the Bible, you find these little textual variations and they generally don't change the meaning. In fact, they never change the meaning in any significant way. There's this kind of half idea that there's a female apostle there in the end of Romans. Well, what we believe here is that it seems to be mostly always the case that apostles are male. However, we do know that the Lord at times does things in his own wisdom and in his own way. Sometimes he does use women. He uses them in wonderful ways to do wonderful things, and sometimes he does call them to be a key leader. You see that in the Old Testament with prophetess Deborah. All the judges were male, but then all of a sudden there's this one female judge. It's an exception to the rule, but it is there. So here at Peace, we know that the Lord, he's wise, he knows what's best. It may be that at various times and places he needs to use a woman as an apostle. Well, if that be so, let the Lord be the Lord, because he knows what's best.